You might be losing ranked games all because you're wasting your operator skill. Most players think an operator skill is just a free kill button. They pick the K9 unit or the gravity spikes because they're easy. This is a trap. In high ranked lobbies, a free kill isn't enough. You need an operator skill that can break a hill, anchor a spawn, or wipe an entire team solo. I have ranked every single operator skill in Call of Duty Mobile based purely on ranked play. Side note, competitive play is different, so some World Championship picks might be lower here than you expect. We're gonna start by deleting the ones that you need to stop using immediately. Welcome to the F tier. These are the skills that are actively throwing your games. First, the munitions box. It allows you to refill ammo and throwables, and it also benefits your teammates. It's basically like restock and vulture perks combined, but worse. You are doing this at the cost of a game-changing operator skill. Unless you're playing specifically for a streak, this isn't useful. The Havoc. It's a mini counter UAV and trophy system mixed together. But why would you use an operator skill to disrupt the map when you can just use a regular trophy system and a counter UAV score streak and throw in an equalizer and destroy everyone outside the point? Yep, I have no idea either. The TAC deploy. In theory, it's an alternative spawn point close to the site. The principle is good, but the issue is that 99% of teammates don't understand where to put it. If the overall understanding of spawns was better, it would definitely be useful. But considering how easy it is to retake them nowadays, it's not even worth sacrificing your operator for that. Now moving up to D tier. These aren't useless, but they are flawed. The K9 unit. This was a pain when it was first released, but honestly, that was just because everyone was spamming it. Half the game you were shooting at dogs. But I'll be honest, I've been killed maybe once in the past 3 months by a K9 unit, despite going against a lot more than one K9 user. If it doesn't get value, it can't be near the top. However, it does distract enemies, forcing them to shoot the dog instead of you. For the next operator, which is the gravity spikes, we need to think about one small detail. Technically, it is very easy to dodge, which makes it drop a lot of tiers directly. Because how useful is it if you can't get a kill for sure with it? It's not. But there's one detail everyone forgets. The ceiling. If you use it with a ceiling above your head, you can't jump as high. This reduces the jump animation, making it much easier and almost impossible to avoid. The bull charge is one of the most mixed operators. Somewhere between incredibly annoying while also not being that good. Technically, you just run, and if you bump into someone, you kill them. And you can't get shot from the front since the shield resists bullets. But you can't stop. In reality, you'll just get killed from the back after one kill. Pretty useless. The control field is something you can place inside the OBJ, and it will capture it for you, in addition to regenerating your health if you're within its area of effect. The issue is that the control field is easy to destroy, which makes it, even though powerful, very fragile. But still, we like the concept. One thing which was highly annoying and isn't even that much anymore is the Ballista EM3. It allows you to fire through walls, while also giving you a wall hack. The only issue while using it is that you can't fire that far. Also, one detail to note, you only have 2 shots available. You can do a collateral, so it's good, but the enemies get a visual and audio cue when you activate it and try to shoot at them, which gives them a chance to dodge your shot. Now let's talk about the skills that are actually good, but only if you use them in specific scenarios. Starting with C tier, the Transform Shield. This is annoying to play against. In some scenarios, it can delay a push or make a capture impossible. I'm thinking specifically of blocking the P2 and P3 entry on firing range, or setting it up so the flames face the capture site on domination. The only issue? The health is so low you can destroy it in 5 seconds. The Shadow Blade is kinda like the gravity spikes in one way. Incredibly efficient, but only in some scenarios. The Shadow Blade shines when you play inside smokes and when you play with walls and doors, and abuse the third-person point of view. To maximize the efficiency with it, throw smokes in advance, activate it as close to the action as possible so you can take advantage of the smoke, and abuse the third-person camera. But even with that, it's not something I'd use over more classical operators. Speaking of the Shadow Blade, it actually reminds me of this specific clip. I went against a player who had it activated. This should have been a free multi-kill for him. But watch closely. I land the first shot, but then nothing. He starts moving in slow motion, way slower than a Shadow Blade should be. He's so lagged out that the server isn't even registering my hits properly, and he can't even get close enough to swing. He waited to earn that operator skill, only for his connection to completely ruin it. This is exactly why I use Exit Lag Mobile. Think of it as an insurance for your big plays. With just one tap, it optimizes your route to the server, stopping those spikes that turn you into a slow motion target. It ensures that when you finally pop your operator skill, you actually get to use it. It works for COD Mobile and over 800 other mobile games. Don't let lag waste your operator skill. Try Exit Lag Mobile for free for 3 days using my link or the QR code on screen. Use my code Kith for over 15% off a subscription. And a big thank you to Exit Lag Mobile for sponsoring this tier list. The Ballistic Shield. You're totally immune to basically anything, as long as it comes from in front of you. To explain more precisely how annoying it is, stay in a corner so you're covered from the side and the back, and the shield protects you from the front, and voila! You can't die. Oh, and you got a pistol so you can shoot too. Simply put, it's an operator skill which allows you to keep a corner for roughly 25 seconds, which means you can contest a hardpoint for 25 seconds straight, no questions asked. Now moving to B tier, these are solid picks. The Purifier. This is a weird one. It is impressively easy to exploit for kills, but the damage is delayed. This often leads to a cross kill where you get the kill, but you die too. Specialized for close quarter combat, obviously this operator isn't fit for all maps and all game modes. But on Summit, Shoot House or Nuketown, it is one of the best. The Hives, probably the most annoying thing to die to. They are useful to block specific tight areas like doors, basically doing the job of a trip mine or trip sensor. But because they can't be countered except by shooting them, they land in B tier. The Gravity Vortex is kind of overpowered without being too good at the same time. You basically throw a black hole, and it grabs everyone within a 3-meter radius and deletes them. It is impressive to block areas. The issue? A single trophy system will counter the Vortex. So even though 4 shots are more than enough to destroy a whole team within a second, 2 trophies are enough to counter all of them. The TAC 5. It increases team health by 50 HP, which gives a massive advantage until you either lose that health or some time passes. But usually, you'll take advantage of that health. It's quite complicated to really maximize the use of the TAC 5 as it's something that is for the team rather than an individual operator. But in most scenarios, it'll always help. The Claw is probably one of the hardest operators used in the game. Its time of use is extremely short, and the amount of bullets you have is also quite short, which makes management really important. But shots bounce on walls, and for that alone, it's incredibly efficient. You can't kill someone without even having to peek. The raw time to kill is also pretty quick, but unlike the Equalizer or the Death Machine, you don't have damage reduction, which makes it a little weaker than the other two. Now we arrive at the heavy hitters. These are the operators that define the ranked meta. The A tier. The War Machine is our favorite for team play and scrims. You can blow everyone up easily, especially with Demo Expert. Don't forget to jump when you fire in close range. This keeps you farther from the explosion point so you don't damage yourself. The only issue in ranked is that enemies are often split up. Overall great, but lacks a little bit of efficiency in ranked. The Sparrow. Just like the War Machine, it's not impressive particularly in ranked due to the fact that people will be split most of the time. But unlike the War Machine, which is heavy and impractical, the Sparrow is way more agile and better for close range. To add to that, you can charge your shots, completely deleting the sprint to fire delay. And in addition, you can spam it. This makes it a lot more versatile than the War Machine. The Kinetic Armor is one of those highly individual operators. It is basically an individual enhancer rather than a special weapon. But don't get me wrong, it's not a bad operator. It's actually one of the best in the game. It gives you extra health while also making you appear like you have more health, which is obviously a mental advantage over your enemy. I don't think I need to expand more than that. Extra health is overpowered. Next, we got the most toxic operator in my opinion, the Reactor Core. Basically a giant Molotov which burns everyone within a 3 to 4 meter radius, even through walls or on a different floor. It's impossible to counter unless you kill the guy using it, or if you're able to escape the burning area. Impressive to kill everyone inside a closed hardpoint or make sure no one can enter. The Misdirection Device. Honestly, the best enhancer operator. It increases movement speed while completely throwing enemies off with wrong sound cues. It helps your teammates too, because enemies don't know which audio to trust. The only downside is the hologram is visible through walls if you are close, making you slightly visible. And finally, the S tier. These are the game breakers. The Tempest, one of the most annoying operators in the game. Just like shotguns, you simply look in the good direction and shoot. Even at 50 meters, it is incredibly noob friendly. Each kill is an opportunity to deal 80 damage and stun anyone nearby. They reduce the charges to 4, making this a little more acceptable to play against, but it's still one of the best, if not the best, operator in the game. The Death Machine. In my opinion, the best operator in the game currently. Spray and pray. No matter if there's a wall, no matter if the enemy is close or far, no matter if they are shooting you, because you have a damage reduction buff. It is one of the most braindead operator imaginable. The Annihilator. A masterclass. 6 shots, 6 kills. It kills no matter where you hit, even through walls. It has a large hit zone around the enemy guaranteeing the kill, and a decent fire rate. The Equalizer. Probably the most used operator right now. It is basically defending akimbo in its prime, but with damage resistance. Pair that with Gung Ho, and you are a sprinting menace. It is the best close quarters operator without a single doubt. While it lacks the range versatility of the Death Machine, for OBJ players, it is unmatched. But being a sprinting menace is useless if you don't actually know how to move. You can have the most broken S-tier operator skill in the game, but if you are still making basic mistakes like drop shotting in close range or messing up your slide timing, you are going to lose that gunfight anyway. I have broken down the 7 movement mistakes that are keeping you a noob and exactly how to fix them in this video right here.